Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hello, Jyotisha friends. Welcome to another long awaited video. And I'm here with Nadia today. Hi, Nadia.
Namaste.
And we will be sharing with you a request of viewers, which is show business combos. This is a very simple beginning uh, method for judging whether a person has show business potential, and um, which part of it they have more of, the show or the business part. So here's the technique. The technique is having Saturn angular, meaning in houses 1, 4, 7, and 10, along with Moon or Venus or both, ideally. So Saturn, Moon, Venus in the angles, but at the very least, Saturn, Venus or Saturn, Moon. Now, Moon, Venus, as you know, are the planets of beauty and so forth and artistic ability. But Saturn is the business part of it. And so for people who, in order to succeed in show business, you have to understand the business part. You can't just be an artist, unfortunately. There are plenty of great artists singing in the subways or in the streets of Italy or at restaurants and so forth, but they never become worldwide, partly because of yogas and partly because this combo of the business part may not be there. How to treat themselves as a product and sell themselves as a business. Okay. Now, some people, like I said, have more of the Saturn. Some people have more of the Moon or the Venus, which is the creative part. But you need both to succeed. So that is the number one technique. So let's take a look at a few charts. If you don't believe me that it can be that simple, that easy, this is a technique taught to me by Hart Defoe, my Jyotisha teacher. And I do cover this technique in a free YouTube class called the Career Method. It's on YouTube, it's on my channel, and you will find all the planetary combos for the different careers: politics, law, writing, teaching, military, sports, right? There are different planetary combos in the Kendras for all of those. That class is free. It should be $1,000, but it's not. So you can check it out on my channel. In this one, we're just going to go into how uncanny it is for artists, famous artists, to have this combo. So here's the first one, Mr. Little Richard. Now, you may be wondering why we have this, pop star, rock and roll star from the 50s. Nadia and I just taught a class on nakshatras at Arshavidya. Go to jyotish.com and you can get that class. It was a really fun time. And he has a bunch of very prominent nakshatras, which we'll come back to at the end of this, because they're called the Glitzy nakshatras, the Polgunis, and so forth. But just having the Polgunis, those nakshatras, isn't enough. It enhances the combos if you have the combos. So we're going to start with the combos. And here you see Saturn and Venus angular, right? Not only are they angular, though, they are very strong by being in their own sign. So this is a fixed kind of karma. This boy, this young man was born to be in show business. Any comments on this, Nadia?
Well, this is two of the Panchamahaparusha yogas with Venus and Saturn. He also has Mars, the Parivartana with Sun, so the fifth lord is very strong here as well. Saturn aspects onto Venus, Lagna lord in the fifth house of creativity, in a very creative star. If you take Mars in a Parivartana into Scorpio, it will also be conjunct the third lord Mercury. There's plenty of things going on here, and I'm sure we can see some stuff from the moon too, but let's not confuse people. We can just keep going.
Yep.
So,
Next
sorry if
chart.
my energy is a little low. I'm a little tired, but
Yes, like I said, we just finished teaching, so please forgive our droopy eyelids, and if um, if fall asleep or something. What, we wouldn't do that on live TV, would we? Next chart. Yes,
Honestly.
Adele is here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, book picture. What is this woman born to do? This is a woman born to be in show business. Saturn, Moon, Venus, angular. And guess what? They're the only planets angular. They're going to say, wait a minute. There's Kra and Guka and Ura and Nera. Yeah, Neptune, Uranus, Gulika, Chiron. We don't care about them. For this method, we just care about the grahas. They will add color and flavor, absolutely. But for this method, we have a book picture. And they configure with the lugna.
Yes, we configure with the lugna, they configure with the fifth lord of creativity, the second lord of voice, and should we just teach them the other or not yet?
Not
The
yet. Let's just go through all the people and
and
show
then come
people,
back,
and then we'll come back because this isn't something we just made up. And
drill in the concept.
trust us. We don't go with trust us. Here's evidence. Let's go. Elvis, the pelvis.
Saturn moon angular, Saturn in dignity as well as the third lord of performance, even. And it's
Well,
also aspected by the fifth lord here. So we have more confluence going on, but that's enough for this method.
yeah, the next method will involve the third house. And of course, Elvis has a wild third house with Venus and Rahu there. But let's keep going. Who's next? We have Beyonce. Again, Saturn, Venus, angular this time with Jupiter and Mercury. And so if you were to look at that course, the career method class that I have, you will see now that there are a bunch of combos here. There's Jupiter Mercury, which is a combo for writing and education. You'll see Jupiter Venus, a combo for acting and performance. You'll see Saturn Jupiter, which can be a combo for law. So there's a lot going on. Saturn Mercury, which is definitely a business combo. So she's definitely got the business side of things down. And
There's a conjunction of 7th and 10th lords, and it's all configured with the Lagna, with Digbala, Mercury, and Jupiter. And again, the 5th lord of creativity is involved. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Let's keep going. Mick Yaga. Look at Mick Yaga.
Mick Jagger, look at it.
Or if you're from Argentina, Mick Shager. Shager. Shager.
I don't know.
Right?
It's funny.
So Saturn, Moon, Venus, angular. Enough said. This man, a lifetime in show business. So we're showing you charts. Now you're going to say, well, I know this person who has Saturn, Moon, Venus, angular, and they're not in show business. Yes. Not everyone with this combo automatically becomes a show business person. However, if you ask them about their life, you may find that they at some point have aspirations or had aspirations to be somehow involved in show business. It could even be as a, as a sound producer. It doesn't have to be the person on stage, depending on the level of the yogas they have. All right, Billy Crystal, lifelong show business, comedian, actor, Venus, Saturn, Moon, angular. Wow. All show business. Venus, Rahu, endless creativity. Then we have Brooke Shields, model, actor, Venus, Moon, Saturn, angular. Boom.
All configured with her Lagna, 10th house, 10th lord, 7th house of independent business, 5th of creativity, 3rd house of performance. It just can't get away from it. Born to perform,
That's the thing, and you can't get away from it. You know, some people may not even want it, but it's something that chases you. Here, very interesting. Alanis Morissette, we have Moon Venus only. So this is more of an art for its own sake kind of thing, uh, where Saturn is not angular. So this would not actually fall technically under that category, but just putting it here for reference. Chris Pine, Saturn Venus. He plays young Captain Kirk in Star Trek, or as the Klingon saying.
I forgive me, I brought him up for a different reason. We'll come back to this.
Okay,
Chris Hemsworth, no Saturn again. We're just examples.
okay. Some examples.
Let's see.
They don't all
Because
have to fit
we have
perfectly.
other techniques. Let's see. Saturn Moon. There's Sheryl Crow.
Sheryl
Saturn Moon.
Crow, Saturn, Moon, Venus, angular. No, Saturn, Moon, angular. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Gary Oldman.
Yep.
Saturn Moon. Eva Green. Beautiful actress.
Yeah.
Saturn Venus.
Saturn, Venus, and what a strong Venus in its own in
Yes,
retrograde. And
that's
she's
right.
known as a kind of a sex symbol actor, you know, but she's beautiful.
Yes. Lots of great roles came out. I think internationally known through the James Bond movies,
Well,
right?
and she ran Venus, so that's also why she's known for that during
Well,
her
that
pivotal
doesn't hurt.
time.
That doesn't hurt, does it?
Right. So, you know, for your friend who has the combo, they may not have run the planets yet. But you know, again, even if you have the combo and run the planets, doesn't guarantee you'll be in show business. But this combo is certainly found in a lot of actors and singers. Drake does not have it, so he's not a. But what he does have is the third house, which is the next technique we'll discuss.
So this is what I was asking you about earlier. So here's Drew Barrymore, and she has them angular to each other, but not angular from the lugna.
Very interesting. Well, case could be made for a rectification, but I don't know. This probably looks like birth certificate time to me.
Hmm.
Um, Ketu and the Lugna, she's certainly an outsider Dharma type.
Yeah, she's very interesting. Quirky, you know?
So in this case, from the Chandra Lugna, we have a Saturn Venus angular.
Hmm.
So at the very least. And let's see. So who else we have? Daniel.
Daniel Craig again, only Venus Moon.
Okay.
Dua Lipa,
Dua Lipa, Saturn, Venus. So
Saturn, Venus.
I think you guys get the idea. A lot of very famous people in show business, and there are many we haven't put up. Cher, Michael J. Fox. I mean,
Dustin Hoffman here.
there's Dustin Hoffman. You can just go down the line and you'll be amazed at how often those, at least two or even three of those planets are angular in a person's chart. All right. So um, that's the first technique. Okay. The second technique is third house connection with the 10th. Now, that by itself doesn't guarantee you'll be in show business, but it suggests a career in the arts. So third house
Performance.
performance. Yeah.
So, not necessarily in the arts, in the sense, I mean, yes, it's a classical arts house, but it's mainly about performing in front of people, wanting to express yourself in various ways, which often ends up being in performance. You can also make a case that, if you're in a boardroom giving speeches and presentations to people, you're also performing. So that could come out that way if the chart is more business oriented, financial oriented, whatever it might be. If there are no actual artistic kind of inclinations that take over, or like what Simon and I are doing right now, in a way, we're performing. Third house is also media, right? But the person ends up performing in front of others, right?
Yeah,
So
and
that's
here's the perfect example we landed on. Does not have Saturn, Moon,
yes,
Venus angular, but the Lord of the third is in the 10th house, number one, and it's aspecting, mutually aspecting the Lord of the 10th house. So a powerful third
yes,
house, 10th house connection.
Sambandha, yeah. So third Lord Jupiter is in the 10th, plus aspects the 10th Lord.
Yeah. And of
Okay,
course, having that third Lord exalted and with Rahu will give intense desire for fame. This is a person who is fame hungry for good and bad, right? Because that Jupiter and Moon, which is a Gaja Kesari yoga there on the Rahu Ketu axis, absolutely fame, intense desire for fame. And of course, those are yogas that if the Lagna is strong enough, they'll get it. So
indeed.
that is the second technique. And really, those are the main techniques. Nadia, you had mentioned that you wanted to add, and there's a third technique, which is an outstanding or a
Oh,
standout second house.
yeah, well, let's give a couple examples of this so this kind of gets drilled in and then
Sure.
we'll talk about that. So here is Daniel Craig, that's why I brought him up, is because his third lord aspects onto the fourth lord moon.
The 10th Lord Moon.
I mean, sorry, I'm tired. The 10th lord moon. So that's definitely a connection.
Okay.
For some reason, my computer's running slow. It's very frustrating. Here we have for Drew Barrymore, even though she didn't have the angular, we had the angular to each other, and she has the third and the 10th lords together conjunct
Mm-hmm.
in the second house of the face.
Mm-hmm. Which brings us to that next technique, which is a standout
Yes.
second bhava. And
Mm-hmm.
some of the world's top, you know, movie stars, Brad Pitt, have
Yeah,
second
let me bring it
powerful
then.
second houses. Why? Because it's the face. For people whose face is their career, whether you're a model or an actor, even a singer, but that's what you're known for. The second house by itself can indicate a career in acting because let's face it, the truth about the acting business is you don't have to be a great actor. Okay. It's even in singing, you don't have to be a great singer as long as you look good, you project energy, and people like you, right? And you can sell records. Um, Similarly for acting, if you have uh, an attractive face and ojas, shakti that you and that people want to see more of that face, then you're gonna sell movie tickets. So art by itself, being a great artist, isn't enough. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. If you saw, his last movie, Joker, and other things he's done, he transforms himself into that role. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about does now. I don't know. He may have a chart like this too, but he's not like a model quality actor. Brad Pitt is a model. He started out as a model. And so having that powerful second house gives that show business look, not necessarily talent, but the look. Saturn, Moon, Venus angular tends to give more of the talent. If I'm being honest, like it's more of like you're born to do this, you know. Um, so there you go. And here's Leonardo DiCaprio, that face. He's a good actor, not outstanding, not one of the best. You can see him acting in a lot of the movies, but he definitely puts in and effort. He's very handsome or very likable at the very least. And there you go. I'm not trying to hurt him. Yeah.
Amitabh Bachchan also
Amitabh
has a
Bachchan.
loaded second house.
Oh, look at that. So these are guys, these are some of the world's most famous male actors. Probably together, like literally billions of people know who these men are. Amitabh Bachchan, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, all loaded second houses. Now, you can extend this technique, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your free nugget for being with us up to now. You can extend this technique of the outstanding bhava to any house. I'm going to let that sit with you for a second. Meaning that, what if you have an outstanding sixth house or an outstanding fourth house? Then you can key your career to those meanings, the meanings of that house. Outstanding fourth house, maybe real estate. Outstanding sixth house, maybe medicine. You get it? It's just that the second house happens to rule the face. Outstanding first house, athletics, sports, performance, anything. You know, with a great lugna, you can
Charisma.
your charisma, you can do anything. Arnold has an outstanding first house, not because it has a ton of planets in it, but it has 3 planets aspecting, influencing, and all 3 are just powerful.
And one
So,
of them is the Lagna Lord also.
oh yeah, the lugna lord in the lugna with a very bright moon and a Jupiter, all 3 benefic. So the point being, any house that is just outstanding can key your career. Okay, these are little nuggets, guys. I'm giving you nuggets over here. So
Golden nuggets.
little gold plated nuggets. Um, so okay. Um,
So here we have 10th Lord in the third in its own, and the second Lord of the voice and face aspecting the 10th. That's
great.
something to me. You also have the fifth Lord, because he's a songwriter too, Drake. Fifth Lord also aspecting the third house, the third Lord, and the 10th Lord. So a lot going on here.
Well, not the least of which is he's born right on the royal star Regulus.
I
Ah,
was
geez.
just noticing that, yeah.
Ah, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave that
Uh,
for another class, but y'all
That
know
doesn't hurt, does it?
it doesn't hurt. And the
It
person
doesn't
knows that
hurt.
they're royalty and they thinks they're royalty and they know it. And that, you know, they become it. Um,
Yeah, and actually, his Venus is also right on Zubin Eskimali.
Freaking Zubin Eskimali over here. That is the second Yogatara of Vishaka, which
Yes,
is
like 25 and a half or something like that.
Indra and Agni, and that is the, in my opinion, the Indra part of the star, because the Agni is the gate, the front. It's a the symbol is a triumphal gate, but you're outside of it, and as you enter into Indra's castle, and that is the inside, the 27 degrees. So you know these little things help; they don't hurt. All right, so those are the main techniques. The last part is if you have the nakshatras, which we just finished talking about, to back it up. Glitzy nakshatra. So Magha is a nakshatra of everything is big. If I'm gonna have a party, a birthday party, it's gonna be the biggest on the block, the biggest ever. Other glitzy nakshatras include Chitra, the Palgunis, certainly. Um,
Here's Paguni Purva. Where is Beyonce? Is right here. She has Chitra stuff going on.
Ashwini can be glitzy if it's well placed, because Ashwini can be
True.
a lot of
Yes, lots
gorgeous,
of golden things.
lots of jewelry, looking good.
Yeah.
You know, got the
Look.
chest bare, got the gold chain on, walking in the club. What's up? I'm Ashwini. You
Yeah,
want
it's like
dance?
a
You want dance
prancing
with me?
horse.
Look, I'm very sexy. Guys, it's late. I don't know what's going on. Um, Oh, look at this guy. Who's this? Oh, this is Beyonce. Right.
Look at
Her
this guy. Look at this guy over here.
over here. Look at this.
Mhm.
Chitra. All Chitra. Chitra is glitz, glamour.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And
And the
exclusivity.
Palgunis. And the Palgunis.
And the UPs and the PPs. She's
The
got
UPs and the PPs.
Sun in PP, Mercury in UP. Yeah. So those are the glamour nakshatras, right? The anti-glamour nakshatras, if, in case you wanted to know, are things like Mula, which is the party pooper nakshatra, the downer, Debbie
The
Downer.
Debbie Downer, the negative Nancy. I was just teaching that recently. I forced my students to watch a clip of Debbie Downer, poor people. But yeah,
It's like,
that's
this guy
definitely
walks in the club. Here, you want dance with me? Very good, baby. She's like, I'm on my period. Kids are starving in Africa, right? They're telling the truth. Mullah is very deep. It wants to talk about serious things, but they have to understand context. So in certain contexts, people don't want to hear that. Yes, we want to help, you know, global warming or climate change rather, and all the difficulties in the world. I have mullah placement, so I know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. But and you want to live a dharmic life, but admittedly, you're not the life of the party. If you have a lot of mullah, what are some other the Bhadra Padas are very difficult stars, hard stars, difficult
the
stars.
first one in particular.
First one, Purva Bhadra PB.
Ardra is also not
Bhadra.
glitzy. It's like think of a deranged, you know, war hero who comes back with PTSD. That's Ardra for you.
Well, that's an
That
afflicted Ardra. So Ardra can also, let's
sure.
not stereotype, but yes, all other factors being equal, those are not hey, let's have fun nakshatras. Why? Because Ardra, the deity is Rudra, who is the literally the holder of all of the anger of the gods. And so he embodies that righteously. It's righteous anger. So what are some other glitzy nakshatras? Rohini, of course.
Very, very.
Kritika can be if it puts on that face because they're all about vim and vigor and luster. Uh,
Mriga is very beckoning.
Mriga is seductive. It pulls you
Yeah.
in. Ashlesha can be very seductive, but it can also be creepy. So I wouldn't say it's glitzy.
No.
Magab, the Palgunis definitely. Hasta can be in a
Eh,
very
Can be.
childlike, cute way.
It's also funny.
Funny,
Chistosa.
muy
Yeah.
chistosa.
Muy chistosa.
The Chitra, Swati Vishaka, not so much. Anuradha, not so much. Um, so the Nishta people can be because they aspire to be in the high company, so they know what
Gieshta can be. Definitely.
Jeshta
Gieshta
can
can.
be, right? Indra is very
Yeah. Because
powerful.
he wants to be the. Yeah.
So anyway, but those are the glitzy ones, and I think that's
Danishta can be also.
yeah, that's it for the
So
present. Do you guys have any questions?
please put them in the comments.
Does anyone have
Please
any
check out
questions?
any of our classes if you would like to support our efforts
Well, Nadia,
and
well, go
learn
to the
more.
website. Go to your website. Show people what's up.
Okay.
So she doesn't like to promote herself, but guys, she's teaching one of the finest courses on nakshatras you'll ever see. It's she's got a few nakshatras left live. The rest of them are all recorded, ready to watch, and you will get the cream of the crop level instruction, slides, and reference materials like no other. So go to ardramoon.com and there you can book a reading with Nadia, who is amazing. Who? Everyone that I
Cool.
talk to says it. Um, or check out any of her classes. And if you enjoy this content, don't give it a like. I don't want your likes. Go and check out more content on her site. That's how you can reward us. All right. Here we're
Still
waiting.
do a like.
No likes. I don't want your likes.
Oh.
All right, you can do a like if you want.
Here are the classes. Thank you guys.
Here are the
Okay.
classes. And if you do like, become a member.
Hariom, I think that was good.
Become a member. Lots of good stuff. I will be making an announcement. One of our members just won $1,000 from me. I gave them cash just for guessing a number. And
Wow.
I do, yes, I know. I don't know how I'm going to pay the rent, but
Where's my cash? Hello?
folks, here, let me knock on the screen. Please help her out. Check out our site, outofthemoon.com. And I think you'll be well rewarded for any cash you decide to spend. It will go to a good cause, which is Nadia. Um, and it
Yeah.
will help to further Jyotisha education, which we are both passionate about. And I don't make videos often because if I don't have something to say, I'm not just going to go on and talk about nothing. So when I do have something to say, I come on, and even like we're tired now, we're not really into it, but this is our passion, this is our life. And if you want to support us, check out a class, you get something in return, become a member of my YouTube. You'll definitely get more than you pay for. That's my goal, at least. And that's it. That's it. We appreciate you, and hope you use this information for good, and don't join the dark side. Hari Om. Thank you,
Hariom.
everyone. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste.
Namaste.